Normally, I think that when someone needs to ask something on Reddit, that means that they are thinking that maybe in their story, they may not be the good person. Maybe you already understood that today we are reacting to tattoo stories on Reddit. Together, we will discover if the person is an a-hole or not. Let's go. I have here my phone ready. Normally, I try not to choose just one story because I'm afraid that the video will be too small. But actually, normally we have a lot to read in this story. So for today, I chose 2 stories. Let's see how long this video will be. Go make a coffee, go make a tea, grab something to eat, get comfy, and let's read these stories. Am I the a-hole for hating my Mil's tattoo?
For those who don't know, Mil is mother-in-law.
My husband, 32 male, and I, 31 female, had our first child in June. Our daughter is also the first grandchild on my husband's side. So, naturally, everyone is excited. But my mother-in-law has taken it to a whole other level. My mother-in-law is very attention-seeking.
Awesome.
And just over the top, to say the least. This year, my husband and I decided to stay home for Christmas and celebrate with our own little family for obvious reasons. I would understand. This did not settle well with my mother-in-law. She kept saying how she wanted everyone to be together and she didn't understand why we couldn't. So, in order to appease her, we decided that her and father-in-law could come up on Christmas Eve to spend the day off. Everything was fine until we were almost finished with opening gifts. She told me and my husband that she had one last gift for our daughter and handed us an envelope. My husband proceeded to open the card and read it out loud. To sum it up, it said that she loved our daughter so much that she decided to get something for her and herself.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
She said, not me.
We both look up and there she was pulling down her collar to show us a huge tattoo on her chest of a heart-shaped pearl necklace, my daughter's birthstone, a couple of roses, bird flower, and our daughter's name. I was stunned. I could feel the tears building up inside me. I turned to my husband and basically excused myself with my daughter to feed her. I bawled my eyes out in the bedroom.
Why?
I could hear my husband trying to explain to her what she did wrong. I wanted to get a tattoo of my daughter / other children. We plan on having more, but I can't right now because I'm breastfeeding. I was so upset because not only did my mother-in-law take her name, but she also took her birthstone and flower. I put myself together. Wait. I pulled myself together and come out of the room to find my mother-in-law sobbing. She made a huge scene saying,
"Oh please, don't keep me out. Please let me stay. Please, oh please."
She told me that she was sorry. She didn't think it was a big deal and that she thought she was doing something nice for my daughter. She even said that she discussed her plans with father-in-law and their friends and everyone gave her the green light. I told her that my daughter was 6 months old and had no idea what a tattoo is and that she did this for attention, just like everything else she does. I was upset with the fact that she didn't even think to discuss it with us, her parents, about how we would feel about it.
Isn't she the grandmother?
When I'm a grandmother, I want to be able to make a tattoo of my grandchildren on my body because it's my body and not ask my son. I mean, mind you, she doesn't even have her own children's names tattooed on her. Yeah, maybe she will now that she has a tattoo of her grandchild. Maybe she will rethink it and maybe do more.
Who cares?
I told her that she was overstepping us as a parent. Her response, "But I just want to be your mom. I just want to be close to you. What does that have anything to do with this?" I told her that she was not my mom, nor would she ever be. That is true. I mean, you can want to be present, to have a nice relationship, but you'll never be her mom. Anyway, since then, she has texted my husband and I almost every day. I don't respond about her birthday plans coming up. The fact that she is just trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug and go about as if nothing happened even makes me more angry. I never want to see my mother-in-law's tattoo. Am I the asshole? We have an edit. I'm not upset about what the tattoo entails specifically. I'm just upset at the fact that my mother-in-law did not come to us as my daughter's parents to discuss beforehand. She has overstepped boundaries in the past, so I guess this could be the last straw. Yes, I understand that it's her body, her choice. Also thinking about future grandchildren and trying to explain to them why their name isn't tattooed on grandma. She does have other way smaller tattoos, but this is the biggest one yet.
Okay.
I think you are an asshole. But let's see what other people think.
You're the a-hole. I fail to see where her getting a tattoo on her body is a problem and means you can't get one. Like, seriously, who cares?
That's what I'm saying.
Every single tattoo is unique, so what's the matter if you get one too?
Another said, bro. She's 6 months postpartum and this was a profoundly weird thing for grandma to do. Like, really strange to go ahead and do without talking to the parents. A lot of people are pointing out that you have the right to do whatever you want to your body. Sure, that's true, but other people have the right to react. It's also true, doesn't mean anything. At the end, I think she is the asshole. I mean, I don't know what mother-in-law did in the past, but the thing is, if my mother-in-law came to me with a tattoo for my children, I would find it cool, actually. I don't understand. I'm trying to find the words to understand this whole situation and explain how I feel about it, but I actually don't know how I feel about it, because I think it's dumb problems. It's not a problem. It's not a big deal. It's nothing. It seems like she has already got enough because of other stuff. And this stuff only make it worse for the wife. And I think anything that the mother-in-law does now will upset her. Next one. Am I the a-hole for getting a tattoo when my husband isn't on board? My husband and I don't get in many disagreements. But when we do, it's about money.
Sorry to hear that.
We keep our finances separate. I guess you can live with someone and agree with who pays what, and the rest of the money you make what you want. Anyway, he has his bank account and I have mine. We split house costs mostly 50-50. He makes about 10k more than I do, so he does pay a bit more. But he is so tight with money. I have a tattoo I have been wanting to get for a long time, but I've either been pregnant or not financially able to spend frivolously. It will be 400 per sitting for 2 sittings, 800. I will have to take work off, paid, and arrange for care for my baby. I'm paying for this myself. I work full-time from home while also watching our 9-month-old. Yes, it's a frivolous expense, but am I in the wrong for wanting to get something for myself to make myself feel good?
No, girl, go get it.
I am not the type to get my hair or nails done. And if you were, the only frivolous thing I really spend money on is clothing recently because my body has changed since having a baby and nothing fits. When I asked for his opinion last night, he finally came out with saying that he's not on board because there are other things we need to spend our money on. He's concerned because our bedroom needs remodeling and he wants new countertops.
Use your money then.
And he thinks those items keep getting pushed back for other things. We afford all of the basics just fine. We are not well off, but we are also not struggling to keep food on the table by any means. Am I wrong to think that there will always be a better reason to spend money and it will never be an ideal time to put money into something cosmetic like a tattoo? So he will never be on board anyway.
So go do it.
Am I selfish? We lost our first baby halfway through the pregnancy. Oh, that's bad. I'm sorry. And I got pregnant again months after. I feel like I've been pregnant for 2 years and have put everything on hold. I feel like I don't even recognize my own body anymore. This tattoo means a lot to me. So am I the a-hole? We have an edit. Adding some info. He himself is covered in expensive tattoos that he did trades on motorcycle work for. This was pre-marriage and baby. He now has no interest in getting more tattoos.
Selfish.
The tattoo itself would be most of my upper arm, so 5x8 maybe. I already have tattoos on my forearm and back. 400 per sitting. First lines, then color. It will be at the end of September and the color sometime in October. Sorry, the money situation sounds confusing. I misspoke, I guess. We do not split bills 50-50 because he makes 10k more than I do. We have it where I contribute the proportionate amount that what we make in bills. I also provide all child care childcare while I'm working full-time. I don't feel one of us provides more than the other when it all boils down. This has always been agreed upon since we started dating. He would get a check and I would get the next check. We have kept our finances separated and live the same way now. He picks something up, then I do, and so on. One last update. Thank you all for helpful comments. We have sat down and talked and decided to open a third account for home expenses that we will both contribute to per paycheck. He still has his opinion but wants me to be able to get something nice for myself. I think we already solved this one. He likes the idea of the tattoo and he's a fan of the artist's work, so it's not the tattoo itself. On the childcare aspect, I made sure to talk to him about how I am basically working 2 jobs.
Yes.
He agreed, and this was the point that he kind of softened on the idea.
Yeah, because you felt guilty that you were selfish.
Yes, he is very frugal and I always run my large purchases by him out of respect. When it comes to clothes and personal things, I don't ask him for permissions.
You go, girl.
He does sometimes wonder the cost because that's just his nature. He doesn't keep me from buying anything I need. As for some of the ruder comments like my decision to bottle feed and
Blah, blah, blah.
okay, so first of all, you are not a a-hole. You have the right to do whatever you want. As you already said, you have 2 jobs. You have a baby and you work from home. That are 2 jobs and at the same time. You can't forget that. You are not the a-hole, and at the end, your man, your husband, your boyfriend realized that maybe he was being an asshole and he made a little bit of thought and change his mind. I agree with this third account. I think it's a good idea where you put extra money and when you want something more expensive or different, you go and grab from this account. That is a good idea. I think at the end this whole thing has resolved by itself. So no, you are not the a-hole and you should do whatever you want with your body, no matter if you have excuses or not. It doesn't matter if you are a mom, if you work full-time, if you make money, girl.
You go do the tattoo.
Don't forget, write in the comments down below what you think about these 2 stories. Are these people a-holes for you or not? I want to know your opinion. Please write me here down below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any content around here. Like my music.
You should subscribe now.
We see each other on my next one. Bye.